This administration, Mr. Chairman, has a Secretary of Energy who told the Wall Street Journal that we should be paying the same price for gasoline as they're paying over in Europe. And at the time he said that, they were paying $8 to $9 a gallon. Well, I know that most environmental radicals come from very wealthy or very upper income families, and perhaps they can afford gasoline at $8 or $9 a gallon, but most people can't. In fact, Mr. Chairman, many experts are predicting we're going to be at $5 a gallon by as soon as this summer. And I can tell you that's going to hurt a lot of poor and lower income and working people if we go to even $5 a gallon. And it's going to hurt a lot of small towns and rural areas because people in those places generally have to drive longer distances to go to work. I represent, Mr. Chairman, a large part of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. That national park is slightly under 600,000 acres. We get between 9 and 10 million visitors a year. ANWR, and I happen to be one of the very few members who has been to ANWR twice. It is the most barren place I've ever been to. Mr. Young, Chairman Young, estimated that there's 100 miles without a tree or bush on it. ANWR is 19.8 million acres, 35 times the size of the Great Smoky Mountains. Time magazine said they get about 200 to 300 visitors a year. You have to be a survivalist to go in there. And now we want to expand our energy production there with just a few thousand acres, a minuscule portion of ANWR, to help our own people. If we don't do that, who we're helping is foreign energy producers, but we're hurting a lot of poor and lower income and working people in this country. Some have said before, when we passed ANWR in the mid-90s, and it was vetoed by President Clinton, it was said at that time that would produce 1 million barrels a day coming down into this country, but President Clinton vetoed it. And they said at that time that it wouldn't help right away. Well, it would sure be helping now if it hadn't been vetoed. And in addition to that, if we would start developing more of our natural resources now, some of these foreign energy producers would have to start bringing their prices down. And I think, in fact, I'm convinced this legislation would start helping right away, or at least in a very short time. And we need to start putting our own people first once again instead of just helping out foreign energy producers.